Charlie, I think this says is streaming here, so I'm just gonna try and check like YouTube. Yeah. Oh, they piss me off every day at the streamer. Okay. Okay. I think on YouTube is streaming. Okay. Be outside. Me saw the new link. Be outside. Or say, if we are live. Okay. We're live. Say something, make us say.
Hello.
So I'm gonna.
Hello. I see with
you. Yeah. Latency in the way to.
Yeah. Are we be okay? Right?
Yeah, be okay. Be a few seconds. Okay. And we're good. We're good. Charlie, after crazy hours of trying to solve this thing, I'm finally awake. Today, what time I make you can sit here? Like 2?
1, 2.
Like 1, 2 there.
Yeah, like 1, 2 there. Yeah. Like around 1, 2 there,
We since that time. Accra traffic. I said to go Accra quick. Bro, December. One time I see some video of some guy with a complaint say December HM. The trees, bro, it be true.
That video is one of the funniest. Like the seriousness for the guy in the face. When they talk say, oh, it's December and not everybody is human. Some people are trees, they are from the sea, Charlie, and all that. But sometimes it's true because they own a numbers fee triple, double, like quadruple in December is crazy. Like wherever they're from.
So Moro, with my boys they play football match Moro.
Okay.
Yeah. So I say, you know what? I had to go get boots. You know, I think our initial, so we've been trying to do the stream for a while now. We never had a chance. So today we beat Mula.
Mula. Yeah. My introvism into on the inside or actually make tight. So, but today, yeah. So they say they are for evolution and campus.
Yeah. So then the plan was we go do the quick stream this evening, then head to Revival. But I don't think Revival might happen because we're both tired. But we will support from afar. Man tired. So I said they go Accra. I expect Mula will come around like maybe 5 or something. Because with the plan say maybe we will do the stream later. So I said they go Accra, come quick. So I left house now when Mula comes, so I'll be seeing each other. So okay, let me come up and say, oh, friend, can I Accra? That's the thing.
My mind be say maybe you go Good Park.
You
guys will do setup or something.
Me friend, me Accra Central. Me to boot. Oti ase. Nti me wie no, me to butu wie na omo be fix some bibi am no me kitchen ho. And I'm say okay, I mean bro, me wie na betina car mo 3 hours.
Na nyama.
Hey, traffic. Nipa nko nipa mba o. Na that
in fair, see where you dey say we almost send the crowd. Westland has a crowd.
traffic.
And I'm doing say Buchi traffic is crazy, but I've lived in about 5 places. Traffic, most of traffic is crazy, but more day maintain hands over traffic and noise.
Hey,
Traffic and noise, because so far, apart from this traffic I mean, I know the Empire, the Ashaman, and been on that road.
Oh.
The Michelle come, Afina. See, anybody they stay, Gulf City, Takasunaka, Betchley, Sanko, like them environs, bro. Put me D traffic over
3 days.
bro, like it's crazy because me Fitzena and pet be at another sorry. Now could you man? There was a time not Miss Rana Paco you man. Now also no pa so be how much be 4, 5. Now upia students actually. Because when I you school not like you primary not your school time, but not early as 5.
That's, yeah.
And also because if you say my school is not too far from my house, it's not okay. But bra, what you sorry by 5 still in your car. You come from no pona we sorry in term no. We see main road, we see sa Afia Shaman road, so crazy.
I've always hated the concept of, you know, kids leaving home to go to school that early because I ain't they more condemn the first few hours, you know, and you're productive. Yes, coming. Oh, special delivery people when Benzema. I'm coming. My nephew. Mind them out.
Osumati was zero kwabasa kukogu ne didi wie nya neba sa de feda shman and the first thing is hey no me feel no no me dem
Como so beka han
na
Mula ma peso beka han o stream no so Ntino cast ma mi ni o What's up? Oba. Alright. Guys, that's my mom. Quite troublesome, but yeah, media. I've never been a fan of the concept of kids going to school early. I feel at least almost maybe by 7, get to school by 9. Still too early.
From any kid from crèche, nursery, the earliest should go into school is like 9. Concern parents you could do like 9 to maybe 3.
Yeah.
That is fine. Because even if you have just go to Gaga. Hey, I have friends who teach like crèche. Only give off. The first you see on baby, oh, yellow, this is yellow, this is blue, this is this. Or me can cry 1 or 2 hours. No my oh, who brought food? Bring your bags, bring your eat. See, ultimate call madam food back of here. Open school bar, snacks. I've always been new game person. More snacks I'm a pet. But necessarily like biscuits.
You know, there's some way.
It's why some of us, when we were born, young crèche, like young nursery, Ubetinefi, Ubedi, Fu, a talk, a fu, a mau, anti-marriage.
I feel like we've lost that culture. You know, the new era of parents not banno. Bouginess not also no do.
And it's funny because the whites, you know, they will do homeschooling. Apart from saying that the parents are very busy people, like you will be homeschooled, but if you Internet is one your grandmother's a beefy.
Yeah.
And even if you have working class parents, or quite, but I'm grandma minching. No idea, baby. It's do be crutch. I think a lot of people went. Crutch in education never face.
I think Kirch.
The one before KG. And I'll be very quiet, but I mean, I don't remember going to KG.
I think I don't know be a friend to Montessori.
Montessori cluster of schools, no say LA local assembly.
Oh, okay.
It's MA container bank. It's like maybe Westlands local assembly school. So I'm not first year I'm not shift no. See Anopa area.
Yeah.
I'm not normal those cluster of schools. Any of the missionary schools, the Presby,
Methodist, Anglican,
because we Roman school.
Okay.
From then there were other forms of like schools, or international schools. Montessori is never.
Okay, matters.
But yeah, I say Accra international schools.
But you go international school, didn't I? International school.
I'll say this here today. Because of international school, there are certain things you need to look at. Galaxy, proper international school.
Hey, to what say? Time na the international school not call anything the youngsters. Time na.
Okay. To be fair, the youngsters, anybody who at that time I say they're not all a person. So,
Nima.
Because I know that's one.
Yeah.
Them Nima they were at that time.
And
the youngsters, yes, international school, but then again to still because the youngsters need P na Galaxy need P. There's a difference. So international school.
Say it's a classes, upper class.
Because we can't give it to them.
Also, on what basis do we consider it international school? Is it the curriculum or the syllabus no or school? No, you know, because anything international usually means that there's another branch in.
So I think ideally should be the curriculum. And basically use GES. And if also international school, maybe I use the GES. But in Ghana, no go focus here. The same way we use international, the same way we use multi-purpose ultra-modern. Like the international schools, the way ultra-modern is to like facilities in Ghana. And so we bedroom, we see diner because AC, boom, we say ultra-modern. It's just
facts.
And our Wi-Fi is not so ultra-modern.
Real estate for no brofo.
Ultra-modern, but I mean, kids going to school early, that's for me, yeah.
And I've never been a fan of that because I always hated it as a kid, and growing up when I see kids now do it, I feel bad. I feel like it shouldn't, because they're not good. I was stressing that early.
Sometimes I'm not automatic kind of mode.
Oh,
it's like it's just and you may so about all that. If it's primary GHS, it makes sense.
Yes, and
you're when you close from school, boys in your park here when you have fire but I always used to work.
Yeah, I think it was free.
It was free for students.
Yeah.
It's me park here home. Sometimes you stop on. You fat na kusie. Me asan fat.
Hey, we see time.
I mean, in my defense, my mom used to work somewhere, so on Befi and
so you did.
Obi any fienti. Unkwa obeko fie no so ya chale. O cause okofie e chian na bakochimio. Then Fridays I need to say go school, Saturday.
Yeah.
Fabas not from anybody who lives in Ashaman, Middle East knows Clementine, I'm there Clementine on go school. I used to live in Bako Flats. Your car could see traffic near Fabas no. From traffic to Lebanon. Then either would alight at Bako Flats or we go to Lebanon. You do only if you say VCO Bako Flats.
Then we see time.
It's just one of those things.
Charlie, today's stream, there are people knocking on my door. Michael, why are you shirtless in our stream? Why are you shirtless? You want to take all the girls? Today's conversation has been something I've so maybe we'll get a chance to have. Obviously, you be music. What's the right word to describe you? Enthusiast.
I always say that I'm a music enthusiast.
Yes, I think. Yeah, when people want us to specifically call ourselves, something, but I feel like I'm just a fan of music.
Yeah.
So I just talk about music. That's it.
I like music.
Yes. I don't make music.
I listen to music.
I just listen to music.
I've seen people complain about, hey, so you listen to music every day? Like whenever I see people on social media ask, I'm like, so how?
How do you live your life?
Because see, there are times where I just want to listen to music. I don't talk to anybody. I'm just deep in an album. Like, if it's not music, it has to be something music related. Like, if it's not music, it's a radio, or I'm listening to a podcast. Like, I am always listening to something. There's never been a day that has gone by I haven't heard music or consumed music.
I don't think I can. Another thing, I don't think it's possible for me to go an entire day without listening to anything. It's not possible. It's not possible.
Even if I don't listen, I'll sing myself.
Bro, music. At some point, I'm using the only thing that brings peace, that brings sanity to my life. You know, I can't really, function without music. And I think one of the things we bonded over, or one of the first things we bonded over, was music. Yeah, from social media to our former workplace. But yeah. But the underlying theme has always been music.
Yeah,
has always been music. But yeah, 2025 has been an amazing year for African music, especially Ghanaian music. I feel hip hop especially has had like a really, really dominant year. Afrobeat, I still think Afrobeat has the biggest songs commercially, but I think project-wise and quality-wise, hip hop may have. But then that's my opinion. What do you think, though?
For as long as I can remember, I think. Let me speak specifically for Ghana. For as long as I remember, whenever we talk about albums, outside the likes of, say, like Daddy Lumba, like certain people, most of the albums that people consider great, a chunk of them are from rappers. Like, I may be wrong.
Yeah, true.
I think I would die on the hill that our rappers have given us, more symbolic, more classic albums than our singers
have.
Like, yes, you have a lot of singers. So in terms of the volume of singers, you have more singers. But if you look at the rappers, like, there are singers who even look at the rappers and like, yo, this album. Even if you look at the last 5 years, or like the last decade, there's been Sarkodie, Manifest, Kwesi, not necessarily an album, but I think Life of Mikumakuru 1.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
2, I have my, but 1 definitely.
Yeah. Sharif,
Smoke.
Yes. Kojo Q.
Victory True.
Harmony. PD.
Even like people like songs of Peter, Walasi.
Yes, Akan, little rapping and
like it's been the rappers. The singers do theirs, but I think it favors the rappers more than it does the singers.
And I think the general energy and consensus around hip hop this year has been much more better than previous years. Because this year at Tyler Reeve, one thing I noticed was whenever a rapper was called on stage, the energy was better as compared to, singers who probably have like more commercial songs. But the rappers this year, for some reason, have been, bigger.
Rap hasn't always been like the chilled, laid back type of.
Obviously not.
Like, even if you look at boom bap, like, I'm not really a rapper. Anybody that knows me knows that, bro. I mean, I'm not really I'm not a rap head at all.
Yeah, proper rap.
I love my singers. Bro, Tonyom no mami. Like, be a sing for a girl, like, be toxic, be some. Name I feel like break down the lyrics and no, Charlie. Nah, tell me who I don't get the lyrics. I'm just sing. So like, but then rap has always had this energy. So rap and dancehall, rap and dancehall have this energy that comes with it.
Yeah.
So you can't necessarily be laid back, and like do rap.
But then the reception generally towards rap this year, I just feel like has been better. Because look, who do you think is like the breakout artists? Let's look at that. The breakout artists this year. Kojo Black.
Kojo Black was last year, to be honest.
But then the peak was early January.
Oh, it's still last year. He's still like a last year.
Okay. Who? Gunna Boy.
I think you can even say last 2 years. Because last year TJ, people were pissed, they didn't go for. And was this year TJ?
Yes.
Last year.
So yes.
So last year.
What's his name?
Gunna Boy.
Gunna
Boy comes to maybe okay. I believe it was last year ish.
Yes, but same teams and things were happening this year. Jubed. Okay, Jubed.
RC.
Even though R was CC, last year.
CC. I didn't know CC was. I don't know CC Ghana Boy.
You think about Nigerian?
I promise you.
Have you heard? There's an artist called Kenzie. You know Kenzie? You should listen to Kenzie. Kenzie's dope. He's like they're in the same, you know.
Which are new guys? Lal isn't necessarily new, but we'll still give it to him.
Yeah. Ara was last year. But then his album dropping this year means a lot of traction also came.
Fair play. Yeah. I mean, right now, Ara no be small boy. So you need to be running. All the next New Year's for no one.
Won't you see? But then I guess my you know what I'm trying to say is I feel the energy towards hip hop this year has been so much better as compared to previous years where people was not like really the main thing.
I think it has from Ghanaians. I think okay, not necessarily hip hop, but like rap has been with us since like even before hip life came. People were rapping. Like we've always been people that love rap. Like yepe insane can't like yepe like he didn't come in see. So like I think it's one of the reasons why rap thrived here. Like hip life was a big deal here. Because yepe young too, but rap is like he didn't come on. Like visit to a bravo, coming and say like a young combo like in as much as here we used to consume a lot of foreign music. There was a way our rappers used to rap here that felt like a young commodity. So rap has always I think it just went this way for a while. But it's been you know knocking on the door for at least the last 2 years. Mm-hmm. It has been. It's just unfortunate that over the period, our biggest artists, or like the chunk of our artists that were moving the culture at the time, a lot of them are singers. Yeah. It's like even Sarko at some point he was so rapping. Because we always say that rap isn't just the pure. I think this is why I sometimes don't like hip hop like that. Because there are purists everywhere. Yeah. But hip hop purists are the worst.
You have to rap on a boom bap beat.
Allow. Like see, bruh. Like, somebody tell Caesar is not a rapper. Bro, Caesar, like, fly. This guy gonna make you fly. Oh, tell me what about that fly. No one on me border. I know the like, me no sweetie pie. That's rap, bro. See, like, I think Freezer, like, I laugh at some people. Like the group rappers, I laugh at them a lot, but they are still rappers. Yeah. Like Prodigal, Promzy, Promzy, Kaja Joshua, them ones. I would laugh at their raps for the longest time, but then they are still rappers. Unless you're a purist and then you want
to confine rap to just one style.
And when I saw you were twisting like the waves, like bro,
another thing, because of that rap style, I don't enjoy a lot of rappers who try to put like a bar in every sentence. There are two rappers. I just don't want to mention their names, but I don't like how they rap.
Oh, I think I know one of them.
I don't think you know who I'm talking about. Oh, the only I can give you is Orape Brofupan. I can't listen to his rap because every time I listen to rap, it's like every line has to be a bar, so it misses out on the subject matter. So, what are you trying to say?
I say bro.
Then I was all catching me, no. You get me?
Rap
and there's this other rapper who is fairly new.
Okay.
And the reason why he's rapping like that is because his first song gained traction when he rap like that. So he kind of feels, I'm giving you clues, kind of feels that's the only way rap should sound like. And I blame Kojo Sheldon's Face Off for that rap style.
Oh no, that happened to yeah, man. K.O.D.
No possible. You know.
Up a fish pan.
Body.
No,
You know, I blame Kojo Sheldon's Face Off because in your attraction, no, it gave a lot of rappers, a lot of new rappers, the feeling that, oh, if I start rapping like this, then people will listen to me.
To be fair, see, me as a lover of Face Off, my Face Off rough.
I feel it should be what it is.
But then again, too, that I feel music in itself, or expression of music, comes in different ways. You may hear something that sounds very corny, like a Bruno Dawson, but it's exciting to hear.
Yeah.
It's different. I tell people I enjoy listening to Portable, and some people are like, hey.
Well, I think the music is very like a subjective.
And when I say listen to Portable, it's not like me in person, no. Like I will sit down and listen to EQ of Africa. It has an album. Listen to it. I can sing Portable songs. I say if Portable ever has a concert, the day I realized he had a concert in Spintex was the day after the concert. I was like, oh shit, I can't remember. But I would listen to Portable. I'm like, he's a good writer. He's not. You wouldn't like how he sounds. His song sounds a bit. It's not a bit and mixed well. But then I felt also his style. So in the spirit of creativity, there is that.
Is that?
So I understand people who are like, oh, I deal with this too, like that is fine. But there's always a marketing who are
yeah,
but because people are consuming it, other than why?
Yeah.
For the same way you don't like that type of rap, some people doesn't, or somebody doesn't also like somebody's stuff. Like somebody wouldn't listen to Kojo Q and be like, oh. But like somebody like, Charlie, okay.
True.
So it's like that type. People will say manifest on Yadi, but that is them.
Yeah.
But somebody like that will listen to some JJ boy be like that and they'll be okay and like, oh, this is rap.
Rap very subjective. Music.
Like,
You know, but talking about that, obviously you've had a lot of albums this year. Do you have any favorites so far? Let's talk about the females though. Let's talk about that if they will come to like.
See, I think the best female album this year, Amari.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd be Amari biased, but still Amari. And this isn't even her best album. But like out of the lot you've had this year, Amari, I was excited about Sinner's album. Really excited. I just feel it had a very short lifespan.
Yeah,
That's why I was really excited about it. I think a lot of the women that dropped albums this year, they really had short. Some were way shorter than Sinner's. Jackie. I really didn't enjoy the album.
Really?
I think
I felt she experimented a lot. And that's the only part I can enjoy.
She's been a very experimental artist sometimes. Like her first project. That's her first single. Love is it Love is it? It was like a reggae Rihanna type thing before the other songs came in. She blew. Like Seed had a lot of experimental stuff in there. I don't think it was the fact that it was experimental. I think for me, was how it was sold that they are making an album called After Midnight. And I may be wrong, but from what I've seen and read, it's the idea of the album was selling you songs or like conversations after midnight. There are certain songs on the album that, bruh, after midnight, that isn't like, bro, like why is this here?
So you feel it wasn't it wasn't cohesive with the message?
Exactly. That's my biggest problem with Ghanaian albums.
Cohesion.
It's not just the cohesion. It's how we sell albums here. I feel people want to make albums, and this is not even regards to even Jackie. Like it's a general thing. where a lot of people make albums and they're trying to tell you, oh, there's this theme behind it, there's this story behind it. And listen, I'm like,
where's the theme?
Where is the theme? Like, because if Kojo Q makes an album, he says for my brothers, and he tells you the idea behind it, listen to that, and like, okay, I can see where it's coming from. Mr. Kojo says I make an album called Mary. He tells you, oh, this is what it's about. You listen, like, okay. Like if Stonebwoy makes Episodes of Mama, Unnecessary Evil, and you listen, like, okay. Shatta makes After the Storm, or he makes Wonder Boy, and listen to the songs, like, oh, this guy. Because you listen to Wonder Boy and the banger songs, like, yeah, Wonderful Boy. When Smoke makes I Read, and you're listening to it,
you can see there.
Yeah. Because first song, Hosey, like, bro, like, that's why again I thought the rappers make much better albums
than the singers.
Like from this side for me, like there are singers who, and I feel the old school type of albums made sense. Where like the Waterfall System, pack the songs, singles, make the album, let it go. So you have albums where it's just a package or a pack of like singles banded together and sold as an album. That makes sense. If you want to do that, do that. So don't come and tell us. And I sat down and I was going through this phase, and
so it's like a fake deep,
bro. Actually,
fake deep type thing.
And it doesn't help the story, because when singers are making albums and they're telling you I'm making this album from a place of pain, bro, you can tell that this person is hurting. That's why I see when Lona made Homeless.
I was really going to bring it up. I was literally about to mention Lona.
Bro.
I was literally about to mention Lona.
I remember when the first time I heard Chike's Boo of the Bullets. There's this girl, we used to be in a group together, we used to like a bunch of like friends, sort of. Abna. I mean, I don't even know where she is. She used to like play the album, and then she puts on like her WhatsApp. And I'm like, oh, his name is like, oh, his name is Chike. And then I was like, I went to check him out. And I was like, what? The guy made songs. The title is Boo of the Bullets, and he made different aspects of love songs, like love in the state of joy, love in the state of sadness, love in the state of family, like a mother and a son, like different aspects of love, and you can tell like thoughts and you went into it. So it's like, yeah. Back then, when the only people that make albums that it's always on theme, and I think maybe it's easy, it's like gospel artists, because it's just you, God, the Holy Spirit, so like it's easy to do that. But the others, it's just like you, shall I just pack and you minimize because if you are saying you are making Lover Boy this, and there's only one love song in there, the rest are just talking about some other. So don't try to sell your album as
something is not
something to make it look like it means more. Music doesn't have to mean more.
I feel like people forget that part. People think
every my piano and house is just beats.
People think, every song has to have like a specific meaning attached to it. It has to be this deep thing. Sometimes some songs are just for fun.
Bro, the first time I heard Next Door, I was like, these niggas. It was such a quasianyom. Because I looked at the things that sound like, again, but that is art.
It's supposed to be fun.
They're talking about sex in ways that you can, and it's like, okay. Like when, it's what I used to enjoy Skillions back then. I think I had this conversation with Mido the other day, Akita.
I know.
Yeah. Some of this conversation, it was about Dope Nation, where I asked them, oh, Charlie, where does age rank in Dope Nations like most popular? I'm not talking about numbers wise, I'm talking like streets. And we were having that conversation, and I was telling him that, bro, age was such, and that's why Zone 2 was so nice, because they were rapping, but then I am common a like Oban him and him and Michelle like been in France like or Casamachro, like onu din komobi, ban komo onu din no esse and we are going to be again don't worry, don't stop boy. Where they come
catch them one fan.
It's you with the thing and say me and bro. So I always say this, that when you're sad, who is sad and you say, I'm going to listen to Kakalika? I'm going through it. When Reginald had backstage, backstage Africa, yeah. Back when they had the conversation at ANC corner, Nido said this. I think Reginald asked him a question that, how do you navigate the space? And James Akita said, oh, they said they make gym songs, and they embodied it. That's, if you're going to the gym, there are certain songs you want to listen to. And he said there are people who make lo-fi songs, that they've made songs for people who want to study. Because if you want to study and you play music, bro, I would stop reading and I would start dancing. If you play music around me, you can kidnap music. If I want to sleep, I'm not going to listen to some music because I want to sleep. Obviously. There are certain sounds I will play. That's what earlier I said, that music is meant to be express whatever emotion. So when I'm angry, when I'm sad, when I want to be silly, you can't be silly with Ohima Mercy. Or like, and you're trying to, bro, like, it wouldn't even make sense. Like, there's a mood and a certain mind space you be in that you listen to a certain type of song. Like, that's why people are very, music is spiritual. It is. Bro, like, you can listen to a song and to evoke, I don't see the first time I listened to Homeless, there were emotions that were evoked in me that I was like, you know what?
Homeless is today one of the greatest projects I ever listened to.
And like, when you listen to him talk about, and I say, if you listen to Homeless, listen to it, and after that, go watch his interview with Joey. And like,
true embodiment.
And you see, that conversation, you can't have that with a lot of people here. You think I'm lying? Pick any of, like, pick 5 of the albums. Not Kojo Q, not Black Sheriff, not Amari, not Coco Smoke. Pick any of the other people and see if the thing they were selling with the project, they were to tell you a story or match it across board.
Because Joey's interview with Lona is one of the best interviews I've ever watched, because when you follow the music and then you come watch the interview, you can see whatever he was preaching the music clear.
It's Gangsta Lover, Can't Breathe. Like,
that's my shit. Can't Breathe is my shit, bro. That's
bro, see, you're listening to somebody talk about something like.
I think at some point in the interview he was even shedding tears.
Joey, I think it wasn't for whatever they were drinking then. Joey would probably cried with him. And that for me made me realize, because when Black Sheep was talking about his albums, like when he talks about Iron Boy, and he's breaking down the songs for you, you can tell. Yeah.
Okay, this is where he was.
So again, it tells you album we are doing. Say that's some albums. What's the name? It's just a song from the album that's.
But then I think you wouldn't have had a problem with it if there wasn't any special. They weren't trying to sell. You wouldn't have had a problem with it.
A lot of the albums I wouldn't have had problems with it at all. And it's why I don't write a lot of reviews now. Because for me, I always say my writing is spontaneous. Anybody that's seen me write, you can be here and then an idea will pop up, maybe from a word, and then I'll be like, you know what? And I just write, like, I might probably start the draft. And there are times where it has to be evoked by something. Like, I remember the day I said I want to write a review on the guy that did Arike, Kunmi. I listened to Arike. I didn't really like it initially. I started listening, like, it's so sweet. I listened to the EP when it dropped, and I was like, yo, quickly. Like, there are people are listening to your project today, and Baba J. See, when Baba J made Okay Baby, Let's Do This. Ooh.
Baba J is special. I have a friend. If you see him, you would not assume he listens to Baba J because he's like a buff guy.
Bro, this thing
proper buff guy, and he's not the type of person you'd assume major Baba J fan.
Come bust your mind. To me, I go UCC. Casford. Charlie Mema. Hey, Nyama. No.
Oh.
Like, Shimurao. Like, Anima, those and Adi. And I remember the day I realized boys listen to Adele like crazy. One of those days where we had gone out somewhere, we had come back around like 3, and we had listened to just songs, somebody's songs. Then Hello comes on, and like nigga need pray alcohol. You know, then niggas are singing. You know what we say? Voice in city. Girls in there. What was it? Girls in there. Shut boys, no. So like, see, you'll be surprised. People listen to certain artists, and then you'll be like, hey, you'll be surprised. And for me, Babaji, because I remember the first time I was told about Babaji. So I used to work with a label in Tema, and the manager then was like, oh, this girl make you listen and you go like, okay, cool. Now I was in a trotro going home. I used to live in Bitchley, that's traffic. So I'm in a trotro, I'm like, can I make a listen to this girl Hawksy? So it was Lumumba Street. Then I put it on. And I'm like, hold up. Who is this girl again? Like, how is she? Blah, blah, blah. Like, bro. And I talk about it in the review I did for Lumumba Streets. Because me, how I write is how I talk. I write how I talk.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, bro, it's the same way I feel about art, that it has to be in different forms. I remember the person that made me start writing reviews properly was Sway. Because I used to do like threads of my thoughts on projects on Twitter, and then she was like, bro, just pack them together and write it. I was like, well, I don't think I can write reviews. It's like, however I feel like writing, write it. So when you read my reviews, I don't do a lot of technical stuff like beats, production, blah, blah, because I'm not really, mine is content.
Yes,
like
just to, as a fan.
Writing the thing, those ones. So I remember a song like Forever, where she oh my goodness, Babaji special.
I think I got to know Babaji through Wanzam. Shout out to Wanzam. And the first time I saw Baba perform was at Nobuke. Jameson had an event. She came to perform that day, and I was.
Was it the one with GCR?
Probably.
Mosaic.
I think it was Mosaic.
Okay.
Bro, I was stunned. I remember after the show, I approached her and told her that from that moment I had become a fan of her music. Because even though I had heard her music, I hadn't seen her perform live. But seeing her perform live kind of confirmed what I think I knew, that okay, she was special. And I think from then I've actually, really, really respected how she's handled her stuff.
And I remember when the new album, Pieces of Happiness, dropped. I was telling somebody that I'm really feeling the original. Then she dropped the live version. Like,
This is it.
yes. Because originally there were certain songs that, because I didn't understand the direction she was going towards. So I remember I have this article. I don't think it's ever coming out. It's not because anybody. I'm just not going to drop it. Where I piece together a story within the three projects. So the three projects is dropped so far, which is from Lumumba Street, Okay, let's do this, and then the Place of Happiness, where Baba J is talking about like a love story, and like it's such an interesting love story. Like
Baba is special.
That for me, that's for me is like music. Like if I can connect to it on a level where I feel a certain type of way about it, a connection, that's for me. Whether it makes me want to dance, it makes me sad, it makes me want to boogie, bro, like I need to feel something.
It is one thing I really respect about you, is the honesty in, whatever you put out. Because once I realized people only put out reviews when they feel like, oh, it deeply has like deeply touched me before I have to write about it or talk about it. But then, even if it makes you dance, you're still going to come and talk about it. You've been one of the biggest champions of Zomizo.
Bro. See, from Zomizo, see, I've said that if my production was alive, I would personally send Dope Nation a letter that I want to be on Zomizo remix, and I'm not lying. See, people. See, the song is, yes, it's a dance song, whatever. But I would say Zomizo fits. Those of you who are married, then add it to your sex playlist.
Why?
I can break it down to you why I feel Zomizo is. First of all, Zomizo is like the way it sounds, like zo, me, zo, like zo, me, zo. Like that is that. And then the lyrics, like the way it starts, zo, me, zo, zo, me, zo, 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 me, zo, zo, zo.
Yeah,
I
was disappointed when they didn't file for nominations because I feel like last year that was the biggest song in the country.
Hey, no, see, the only other song
It was so big that it had remixes.
Hey. It had I think they had one original remix.
Not them themselves. I mean, like people actually remixed it.
Kivo, Lilo, bro, that is how big
the song was, and I was disappointed when they didn't file for nominations. But I met them in person one night, and I asked them, and then they had a reason why they didn't want to file, and I kind of respected it. But as a fan, I was disappointed because I really wanted them to.
I had a whole tete-a-tete with James about why they didn't, and then he also explained. But also, if you go to the guidelines of TGMA, there was like, artists, they felt certain type of way about the scheme with regards to other previous things that happened. They felt, Charlie, you guys didn't choose right, blah blah, whatever happened. But this year, I think they said they stand a chance of winning definitely group of the year.
And if they actually go for it.
I think maybe they ironed out whatever happened.
Did you get time to actually listen to the album?
Yes.
I have some favorite songs from them.
Their album is also one of those albums where it stays on theme in terms of the sound they've been trying to push. So again, theme for me is not just theme about what you're saying, but also the idea of whatever you're selling. So when they started this whole Ghana piano thing, the first Ghana piano one, and then this album, they had an EP.
Yeah.
Then the album. Look at what they've been doing since, say, like Buza, through to the new one, and Bear. They've been very consistent with building a sound. And if there's one group of people who know how to build a sound, it's producers.
Yeah.
So when they said they were doing Ghana piano, they've been very consistent with that. And that album has the album, the EP.
The EP has a song that features Faculty.
There's this mix James put me on. It's by DJ Lord. DJ Lord, he does this mixes with Stoneboy, Shaka. Yeah. He has one on Dope Nation.
Bangers.
1 hour. See, it was that mix that we were listening to that asked James where that's age for, like if you're asking where a song like One Man stands in like Shatawale's like greatest hits, like greatest hits of like Shatawale, where does One Man stand? And I'm talking in terms of like numbers.
But for me, One Man is probably one of my favorite Shatawale songs ever.
One Man for me is like top 2.
One of my favorite
Shatawale ever.
One of my favorite Shatawale songs ever.
Albums this year, I think we had the best albums come out later part of the year. Yeah, we had the best albums come out later part of the year. So like, and again, the rappers.
But people would definitely see like probably the biggest album of the year probably be Black Cherry's album.
Yeah, but like I said, when I say we've had the
I get you.
In terms of numbers.
Yeah.
Because top of the year, a lot of albums dropped. Some I don't even remember. Like a lot of projects.
Manifest dropped. Sinner dropped around that time.
Those ones are there. Blacko, within that period, Blacko was the biggest.
Yeah.
And it even shows in like the stats and everything. But like holistically, look at the period where people really dropped albums. People were like, oh yeah, it's like ending the year.
Also, I think doesn't that affect listenership? Because if a lot of albums are dropping within the same window, obviously fans, yes, there's so much to choose from, but also that means that some will go under the radar.
Under the radar, they share. Even if you drop 6 months, some people would even show up and some go in for within the
One of my favorite projects to have dropped this year was the collab project between Last Made and TML Vibes.
Unfortunately, I wasn't a fan of the project.
You wasn't? You weren't? Bro, there's a song on that song called La Fête. It's a French song.
So here's the thing. The way I understand the music, I listen to like a project and how I feel about it sometimes never changes. So that's why when people are like, oh, just listen to a project and you're saying it's not good. See, this thing I'll say it.
People try to invalidate first time listens.
You people, if I listen to a project and like a project drops at all, But if by 12:05 I say, oh, it's the greatest release, everybody's like, hey, nobody says, hey, it just dropped. So are you giving it a 10? Once I say it's bad, people are like, See, when people listen to things, it can sometimes it changes. First listening is very important. That's why when you go for auditions, why do you think auditions? A lot of people get sacked just based on first impression. So on first listen, if something doesn't sit well with me, it doesn't. Maybe it's not even the project, but because I was listening to and whatever mindset I had at the time, I didn't like it.
People try to invalidate first-time listens. I personally feel yes, albums need to be given time. You need to listen to it over time, and probably fit into your lifestyle. But then again, too, you can't invalidate how I felt about the project the first time I listened to it. The first time I listened to Homeless, I fell in love with it.
Like, see, the albums artists, I remember the first time I heard Sexual, I didn't have to listen to her much.
You just knew, yes.
I just knew, like, you know what, yeah. Alexi, I can sing, baby, if I'm for I can't even do that. But bro, I just didn't like the project.
I quite enjoyed
like that,
it.
Maybe I didn't, and I have no idea about it.
Yeah, and that's totally valid actually.
Because I actually like Last Week.
One of the projects I also kind of went unnoticed this year was Olive's project. What's the title?
Is it Blue something? Was it Blue?
Was it Blue?
Yeah, I had this.
It had this blue color thing. But the songs on the album is an EP actually. Were cool. Yeah. That was what Band.
And there's a song on that I think he's now promoting.
No, Speedometer is for.
No, it's not Speedometer. There was a song. December to January. Only one baby. I'll say this again. Olive has to sit out. If Olive really sits up well in the next 5 years, he can win Artist of the Year.
I think he's hacked the Afrobeat space, but probably
he knows how to manufacture hits. But he has this slow burner effect. Because like I said, I didn't know Baby was on the project. Because another project I thought it was underwhelming for a reason, but it's an EP, so EPs are very experimental.
Yeah.
So you don't necessarily have to put a theme behind it. And I think I didn't like Bend as a song because it didn't really move me like that. I was like, no, what? First. So when I heard Baby, I remember the first time I changed on TikTok, I was like, is that a new song? And I realized, oh, it's an old song, and he knows how to do that. So when I heard Speedometer, I was like, okay, this guy knows how to manufacture hits. The problem I think is he has slow burner, and sometimes the industry the space doesn't have time for you to slow burn. Yeah. So I think because there are some people, someone like Black Sheep, he comes out swing, he doesn't do slow burn. Like he comes out when the album dropped, there were songs that were swinging. The song that I felt deserved more was Body.
Body definitely is top 3 on the project.
But Body suffers from the toxic love city syndrome.
Yes.
Where you are too good to be a hit song, and you can't also be undermined. So you become like a cult song.
Yeah.
So you're in there, like
you hang in there.
You went
Also, I think the sequencing for that project and where it puts Body almost makes it like, because I think Body's between is either after or before Top of the Morning.
It should be after.
Yes. So the sequencing also kind of plays a major role.
Sequencing actually really does. I think that's one thing we don't pay attention to.
It's right at the Top of the Morning. Yeah. And Top of the Morning is like probably
and right after Body, what song comes?
Sacrifice. Yeah. So see where
you are, it's like you like decisions I made, then you come in.
That song potentially could win like hip hop song of the year, but
hip hop
potentially.
It's probably go against Violence.
Yeah.
Sarkodie's Violence, and I think it's probably go against Violence.
Commercially, those are the 2 biggest hip hop songs, probably.
Yeah. I don't think there's another hip hop. Yeah, there isn't.
All the other ones are good, but they don't carry the same
commercial.
Yeah.
I think Top of the Morning actually. See, that is one of the reasons I want to go to Zamadi school. That sing, bro. See, the way that guy makes music is mind busting.
You think he has over the past 4 years outdone, our usual top three artists?
Oh, Charlie, when you question, we young to say musically, bro,
So now can a very controversial.
See.
So now can a very, very heavy statement now.
Oh, maybe this is my truth. You don't have to
police it.
Yeah, you can agree to disagree, but I feel over the last 4 years, first of all, none of them have dropped an album, a better album than years. That is facts. They robbed him album of the year that year and gave to somebody else.
Who won that?
What was the year? Was it Kim Promise? Yeah, Kim Promise won album of the year that year. The year The Villain I Never Was. That should be
2022 or 23. Because The Villain I Never Was dropping 22. That means it has to be
2023. Yeah. TGME.
I think the year Stonebwoy won.
Now he took him album of the year. Was it album of the year? But also he was supposed to win an album. Wasn't him? Someone else was supposed to win album of the year. They gave it to somebody else. Oh. I don't know.
Living is one of the best debut albums anybody can drop. And there was the fear he may not be able to top it. But I think Airboy had definitely topped it.
So none of them have dropped a better album than years.
And the two albums he have dropped.
Oh. The Airboy and Count. Oh, none of them has an album.
And this is the context of the last 4 years.
The last 4 years. Also last 4 years.
Yes.
None of them has had better streaming numbers than he has. Is there? In between that time, one of them featured one of them was featured by Beyonce. One of them did songs on Bob Marley's album, featured whoever, touring, whatever. One person says he's done more tours, that is fine. I feel if you are doing reggae, the chance of doing more tours is higher because the out of reggae or festivals like rap, hip hop festivals out there. But even in that same vein, this young guy has he's played. Is it I Had to Wireless? One of them. He's played one of those festivals. He's been multiple festivals around. He was touring. He played O2 Shepherd back to back 2 days, sold out. Award wise, bruh, he just came in with sweeping awards. That guy might probably he's winning artist of the year. For me, he's the runner artist of the year.
Yeah, definitely.
Like the other people, Medical is a good contender when she there. But for me, even Coco Smoke is also another contender for artist of the year.
I feel if you're in the category with Sheriff this year, it's gonna be long for you.
See, the fact that he's built himself into that artist, that Obedi used to be that guy. Obedi and Shatta used to be those guys. Like 20 Shatta's comeback 17, like let's say 17, 15, 17, that high period where you knew that. See, that's why people say that if Shatta hadn't been banned, he would have probably swept like 3
continuous.
Because he was the guy to beat.
Yeah.
Sarkodie was also in that space for a while. That if in the category, especially if it's the rap category, that's how Stonebwoy has become like the monopoly over the reggae dance. Why he's taking that? Yeah. Sheriff is now the guy. Like, bro, you can't compete with the guy. That's why first of all, he's loved. There are about 2 artists before him that had that universal Ghanaian love.
Kwesi
Arthur, R2Bs.
I think the attribute still has
they
that.
have no haters. Kwesi Arthur is not getting haters because of whatever reason.
Yes, which
but
is.
To these, we are SMO, we are Beam, we are Sack.
If you find yourself.
We are Lumberian, we are CUNY, we are what? You love
R2Bs. I don't know how they built that. Maybe it's a scarcity.
Maybe. There are other people who are scarce, but they don't have that love. Like, let's be honest, there are people who are scarce, but R2Bs it's just different. There's just that aura about them. So Sheriff, and I think I said this on Prudence show that if you ever doubted who the biggest artist is currently, the stars have made it easier for you. It's Sheriff. Bro, yes, he doesn't have the longevity, legacy, blah, blah, blah. there's that.
But he's still building.
Right now, yeah, because you see,
And it still feels like there's so much for him to do.
Yeah, it's like football. When you say maybe, oh, Dembele is like the best player right now, somebody says, oh, but Messi is still Ronaldo. We're not talking about ever. We're talking about right now. The guy is the guy to beat right now. Nobody, bro. S for no.
If you're in a category of Sheriff this year, it's going to be long for you.
What's so best shit?
Album-wise, even I feel
Artist of the year. The only place I feel he doesn't stand a chance is most popular song.
who do you think has the most popular song this
Most
year?
popular song. Olive is in there.
Which song?
Olive. Oh, the song with
Kiddy.
Malishi.
Oh yeah, that song good.
Yeah.
But I will give it to Excellent. I thought Excellent is
Excellence is 2 years ago.
No, Excellent was last year.
So Excellence wouldn't fit next year. So when we enter the year to be 2 years.
Yes, old.
The remix didn't do much, so the remix wouldn't be there.
True.
But they might nominate Next Door because of Sarkodie. Yeah. But for me, the most popular songs, Shoulder is probably a song to beat, in my opinion. People will say Molly's song, but my problem with Molly's song is that
It's not Ghana.
it wasn't the stats I'm not one to, because if you follow the data, she's done more outside than in Ghana.
Yeah.
So it's there for you to tell that okay. I feel that there's a gospel song in there that it's not coming to mind right now. But like off the top of my head, Shoulder. Dope Nation is in there with maybe Kakalika or one of the earlier releases in there. Last Made is like
With which song?
Olivia was actually
Quite popular too.
Last Made has that Olive feel.
Slow burn.
Burners. Like the song with it's like he has that slow burner vibe. Mind you, Artist of the Year dropped the song with Davido. When was the last time you heard that song? Bad Habits. You remember any?
I think
there was the one King Promise song this year. I remember is the one with Mr. AG.
Yeah. And it's an easy song.
No, it's a collaborative.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we forgotten how to say it. But I can't sing it off here. But I can sing Issues. I don't remember King Promise's verse on Issues. So like most popular song.
Why? I think this is a recurring theme where an artist wins as of the year at VJMA, and then the year following that, they kind of tail off a bit.
Technically, in recent memory, so we can promise.
It happened to EL.
You necessarily didn't fall off.
I'm gonna say fall off, but
Like,
obviously the energy feels.
So the energy, yes. I feel it's also the people that win it before them or after them. There's some people whose energy, like Stonebwoy is Stonebwoy won it before King. Stonebwoy is a very out there person. Stonebwoy, I would say Stonebwoy is one of the people that if he knows how to sell an idea and make it look grand. Like if you give Stonebwoy a techno and you tell him let it feel like it's the best phone in the world, he will do that. He knows how to stand by an idea and make it look like the truth. Whether the truth or not, that's a whole different conversation. But he knows how to champion something, and this is something that you can never take away from Stonebwoy. So when Stonebwoy won the Artist of the Year, there's a way he championed it and made it look very prestigious.
Yeah.
And
I think that's
the top was like the touring and the loudness and this and that.
I think VGMA really appreciated him doing that.
Oh, he's made it look, and that's one thing I would give to him. He's made people sit there, because the other people that won it in previous time didn't make it feel like it was a big thing.
They win it and they just kind of,
Because back the ones who win it was like, oh, we never could beat it. Then when that shipped down, everybody just wanted his life. He's the one that won it. It gave me the Raskuku vibe when Raskuku won the reggae dance or so he went on tour with it. Oh, awards, it's our award. Like, they may have their issues. Bruh, the Grammy you guys are fighting for, Omukra, they have worse issues. And it's been going on for whatever time.
This your Grammy talk, that reminds me, shout out to TikTok. That reminds me.
Every single award platform, the Oscars, Emmy, which of them always they have their issues. Because awards, they actually, sometimes you want someone to win something based on merit. Award for this one is actually we can align with, you make us look good. So there's also that. So, but I mean, last year, for me, Artist of the Year was Dope Nation or Paluta. I mean, that's me. If I was given that, I wouldn't have been Skin Promise. But
speaking about Paluta,
he hasn't had a good year
at all.
Foco, yeah, but I don't know.
I think my issue with him started when he decided to drop an album in December. Give some time when, you know, festive season, people are not actively seeking music.
There's something James said that anytime I want to talk about people too much, I remember he says, I know artists. So you're not in their boardroom when they are planning. You and I, we've been in certain boardrooms and certain plans, and we know that it didn't go. So like I understand, but as a fan, I remember this because at the time he was about to drop the album, we were at that place, and they had mentioned it because one of the people we were working with was also about to drop a song with him, and he mentioned it. I was like, I'm not telling somebody in the office that I feel he just dropped an EP, forget the album, because at the time you had. Aseda, you had Poppin, even before Poppin, in between Poppin, there was the big one. Makoma, yeah. So you had Aseda, Makoma, Poppin. Add one song and just drop an EP. Or just pick one of them, pick two other songs, drop an EP. The following year, pick Makoma, pick Poppin, drop an album. But I feel that whole thing where they were looking at the criteria for the TGME, that for you to be, again, this is why I say Ghanaians, we have comprehension issues, jam pack in time. We read, but we don't, we have lack comprehension because the category says a hit song or album. It doesn't say end album. And the year I realized that clause, people don't understand was when Kinata was supposed to win Artist of the Year, or people thought he deserved to win Artist of the Year, but they said, oh, he didn't have an album, he was only a single, and I'm like, bruh, I went to win, I was like, it says hit song or album. Right now, they've also added the fact that you need to have been one of the most nominated artists in the scheme that year. So, you had 2 hit songs. Pushing it for they had 3 hit songs, big hit songs.
Yeah, the feature with...
You had features,
yeah.
Like, features. You give Rafada a hit song, give Enu a hit song, Viroski,
Stiff,
like you made people, the song with Amrado, like there were songs back to back. So like you had a very good year. Just like, okay, bruh, push. Like you don't have to, they didn't have to do that. And I think he had a bit of cockiness about him.
Yeah.
I like
cocky artists too.
But like, bro,
sometimes you need to know when.
Buckets, like not just buckets. Don't cockiness. No, we are now. I'm far.
The only person allowed to be cocky is Shatawale. Because you back it.
Back it some way somehow.
You back it.
So I mean like next year TGM is going to be super. I won't lie, it's really super exciting. It's probably personally one of the most exciting TGMs I'm looking forward to in a long while. Especially because of one artist of the year, which again I still feel Black Sheriff is one of the artists of the year. Medical is in there, some like Medical is definitely in there. But I think Black Sheriff is definitely going to win. And I'm also looking at the new artists of the year also, because that's another category I'm always very watchful.
I think the breakout this artists this year, as you mentioned, we've had Jubed, we've had Gunna Boy.
Obviously, this is the year he was going to file for that category. Kojo Black.
Yes.
The last year, I think he was afraid
that he wouldn't win it.
Oh, bro, the people in the category.
Last year had
Olive was the runaway one.
Yeah.
So there was Olive, there was Ara.
There was Paluta.
No, Paluta won it the year before.
No, Paluta won it.
Because I remember
this year. Paluta won it this year.
No, I won it last year.
Last year.
Because last year was.
So who won it this year?
This year was Olive.
No, Olive blew before Paluta.
No, it was Olive. You can check.
Yeah.
Olive won it. Was it Olive or B-Strap?
B-Strap.
It was B-Strap.
Yes.
Okay. Last year, right? 2024 CGMA. Stoneball.
Best in.
Paluta. Yeah, 2021 Paluta.
So that means a year before that was who?
That should have been Olive.
23?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was a good scene.
Yeah, drop.
Yeah.
So because Bishop won it this year?
Yeah, Bishop was this year. So it was Paluta last year. The year before was Olive. Because I remember Paluto, because I was there that year. The year.
Yeah, I think I was there too.
I was there. Miss Bell.
Yeah.
One of the greatest singers you have in the country, brother. Songwriting on point, everything on point.
Miss Bell. She never gets her flowers, but I think in due time.
She never gets her flowers. She's one of the people I really admire for a lot of reasons, and also because when I did a piece for her, I'd written a piece about. I was going on this round. I was writing pieces on several artists. I did one on Sarkodie. I did one on Shatta. I did one on Achiame Kwame. I did one on Kaki. I did one on Miss Bell. And Miss Bell was the only one at the time that I was then. Somebody sent me a screenshot. She had posted it on her Facebook. I was so happy because she's one. I said she's one of the few artists that if I see in real life, I'll fangirl her.
Yeah.
The other ones I don't care.
They are sometimes artists when you do like a piece about the concept about them, most of them don't acknowledge it.
Sometimes I don't care.
Personally, I don't care. I do it because I like.
See, I was writing about Marie for the longest time. I didn't know whether she was reading it or whatever. To the day I met her first time, we took a picture. Then later when I met her again, she was like, "Oh, she." So then I realized, "Oh, she actually reads. Like Kojo would read.
Yeah.
She would reach out. Oh, bro, I like this part." Well, I remember when I was doing the Hip Life series that year because I said Hip Life was 30. Anytime I would put out something on Hip Life, Kojo would reach out and be like, "Oh, I feel you left out this person." I was like, "Oh, I had no idea." And
But one thing people don't know, Kojo is like really a scholar of. Proper music scholar.
Yeah.
So I've been a big fan of Kojo from ages. Then for my brother's job, and that was, to me, still one probably the greatest album. See, I will come back to Lavender because at the concert, at the concert, he performed Lavender, and so I had a privilege of directing this year's concert, the entire concert. I actually directed like the production, the live production, and how we even got here. Crazy story. I'll get there. I remember he was performing Lavender. I left my screen to go and rap Lavender. And he was looking at me. I was like, bro, I'm here. But yeah, how that even happened was, I've been a big fan of Q's music, and when my brother dropped in 2019, I remember DMing him on IG, telling him that if he ever had a concert about, for the project, I would like to, volunteer, participate anyway. And he said, okay, 2019, forget. Fast forward 2023, I had this idea to do like a BTS documentary type thing for music concerts. So the first person I reached out to was Kwame Yesu. Mm-hmm. He had this concert at
Haven.
Yeah. And he allowed me to do like a BTS thing. Then, Q announced he was going to do this concert. So I remember I randomly tweeted that, I really love to like do this thing with Kojo Q. Kojo Q has this guy called Fatal. Yeah. So Fatal reached out. If he would, probably like help me out. So I was like, that would be nice. Then Liza reached out. Okay.
Manager.
Yes. Shout out to Liza. Liza reached out that she could also set it up, and I got to talk to Clay, and it happened that we shot the documentary. It's on YouTube. You guys check it out. And fast forward, when we were shooting that documentary, I remember I shared with a friend of mine, Prof, my partner. We had only one camera and we had our phone. So part of the documentary was shot on the phone, part was shot on the one camera. Fast forward 2 years later, I am the lead director for Q's entire concert.
That is good.
Clark. Yeah, Clark. Honestly, it didn't hit me till I started editing. I was like, this is how crazy 2 years can, and just by Kojo didn't have to do it for me. He didn't owe me anything. He said, no, let me go for it. But then he trusted me to do it for him. And honestly, probably the biggest thing I've done this year. Yeah, I'm so proud of myself because it's a big feat.
Yeah, it is.
Very few people get to say they worked with their favorite rapper. I have.
I said I wanted to write about some people, do some interviews. There are 2 more interviews I need to do, and then I know I'm done.
There's one more concert I need to shoot, and I know I'm done. Ojame Kwame. And I tweeted earlier, one of my favorite songs of all time is Wara.
Bro, see, we don't give. When I said I did a series with some of the people I did, and I did it at a time where he was giving some opinions that's over.
Yeah.
Opinions see, I love Ofa. See, I think the rap doctor is one of our biggest. See, he's such a creative genius. We laugh at that goodbye is a bad bye. We laugh about
But
it.
you actually listen to what he's actually saying something.
But I feel Brad Kwame doesn't get his flowers enough because one, he comes from a place where the younger people make mockery of the style of rap. When the man did Mr. Versatile, that's when I realized people don't understand the genius of this man. He is very versatile, and he made me understand the concept of rapper singer parts where as a rapper you can be a bro. He's not a bro,
no.
But he can be a bro, and
yeah.
a singer would make you look very good. Sarkodie hacked that system where you just get can promise with fear to do a nice hook, and then but Sarkodie, for you to know how good a rapper is when they have a singer on the song and you can still rap their verse.
True.
But most of the time, verse
Chorus now.
Yes, a lot of songs I don't remember the verses because the hook carried the song. But for a rapper to go to a singer where like that Sarkodie, Brad Kwame, Brad Kwame has a lot of. I remember the first time I sat there and listened to 1 Gallon again. I was like, hey.
Oh, Brad Kwame there. Like
Wara, small. The song with Sika with Kese.
Yes. Yeah.
The video, see. Oh my goodness.
I remember my school my sister was in uni, KNUST. One time, I think her literature class, she told me that they used Sika. Sika was like a reference point in class. I'm like, bro, the guy is just. I one time earlier this year, I tweeted that Wire is one of the best written songs I've ever listened to. And then
the video, that's one thing Brad Kwame has on book. He's one of the few people that understands what it means to pour your creativity into your work. Faithful, bro. I remember when Faithful dropped and the video. And like people were like, it blew people's minds, and I was like, okay. Because see, Brad Kwame, it doesn't like. I think latter part of his career, it brought it also, but not the brass in his music.
Yes,
because even in his latter, he's giving us some bangers, but.
The antics and a kind.
Some of his ideas and some of the things he stands on are not things I side with, but I respect because they are his views.
Yeah.
There are people that have different views and opinions, and we need to respect that and that one day.
Oh, I met him at the concert, at Kojo King's concert, and when I shook his hand, he asked me, why do I like Wire? I told him like it's one of the best written songs ever, and he told me that was his favorite song. Warnokayo, Enije da Poechia, Obergrokofab.
That line, NY, what he has a tweet that we need to cheer.
Go on, that Lumba.
You sometimes I just take your time, listen to old songs.
Who mean this? My baby, you know, you're bang. Now chance me for corner saying, bro.
And the rhyme scheme, Opanka for me is like nobody rhymes better than Opanka. But when Brad Kwame is rhyming, he has a scheme to it. He can do AA, BBB, or do ABC. Like he has.
I think Brad Kwame has the most memorable verse for millennials ever.
Hey,
Masanaba.
See, in fact, he has a lot of. His quotables are not the quotable as just a word. It's like a verse.
Yes. I remember at a concert Kojo Q performed Masanaba. Bro, I think I have a video of me rapping to the song in Kasabibi.
I guess actually.
Me won't come there and bravo me for me want to tell. I was supposed to be directing the show.
But sometimes I do baby, I forget it. You know.
This is me.
Now like I do baby,
This is me rapping to back to back.
I do baby, I forget it. You know what you know. I remember which concert was that? So the concert I was supposed to be working at last year. But there was a concert, Baba J's concert from 2 years ago. I told the people that I'm not going to work, I'm going to jam. So that day I went and I was in front. I never left. And I was singing back to back. I would have done that at Amare's concert.
But I had it at the
So January, I think January set on 9 if you forgot. But January, if you see me there in black.
You're not there as.
I'm not there as. I'm there as a asexual. Maybe I turn him now. Like see, there are times you need to just enjoy the music and then. But albums there, see, there are a lot of albums. I'm waiting for Accra Guy has this thing he does where he lists projects that I'm dropping to. Shout out to Accra Guy. See,
I really fuck with that guy. I think one of my. I want to shout out 3 people. Accra Guy, Fyro Nick, and there's this girl called Brackets.
Two Z's.
I remember DMing and telling her I hope I can work on the project with her because I respect her, her music, whatever she has to say about music. I really respect it. Her content,
commitment to sort of explaining things,
trying to
pouring into that space.
It actually feels like she actually listens to the songs.
Oh, she does. She's like a very good ear now.
There's lots of people.
Very good ear now.
Lots of people who are music content creators. I go to TikTok, and I feel like, you're not doing it because it will give you some numbers. Yeah, so sometimes. But when I listen to her, I listen to Fyro. I feel like genuinely these people care about the music.
They care about it. And you make quite a content and I'm just talking.
Oh no! Shout out to you.
I'm just talking.
Or of late, anytime, if you notice, every time you post, I come to watch it.
But yeah, shout out to Amplify. Shout out to
Amplify.
Accra Guy. Shout out to Peterson, Manana and his people. I feel we are getting to that space where we are having a lot of platforms to really talk about. Shout out to the guys at Tunes that. Foreigner, DB, me and you. Also, another person, I like what he's doing. There are certain times he says, and I'm like, oh, couple. Shout outs to Terrence. I've forgotten his name, but he's also part of the team at the Tunes. Tunes, they are doing amazing.
Amazing.
I saw some stats. That's one of the things I've been fighting. People who do fake stats. That you didn't even do a half stadium. You are saying over 40,000 people. But we'll talk about that later. But yeah, shout out to the platforms who are helping us document Ghanaian stories and keeping our things in loud and amplifying whatever.
Big shout out to Amplify. I actually shot something with Amos this year. Amos from Amplify. And I haven't been able to put it out because editing and stuff.
Amos, they are building. They are doing.
I really fuck with Amplify.
Criticism, Manana and people. I'm loving the fact that you are getting more people coming to the space to help cover the space because we need that. It's one of the reasons why a lot of our things got lost.
Yeah, with data.
Because there weren't platforms that were
actually
putting things down. Yeah. So I'm glad that we are getting lots more platforms now doing the things they are doing.
For me, when I envision Vinyl Plus, Vinyl Plus for me has to be more documentaries, music documentaries than news. So sometimes I don't post about news. I wait till I actually have something to talk about before I talk about it. But then I also have come to understand that the news is part of the documenting process.
So something happens, yes.
I have to post it, and it's fucking difficult, bro.
It's sure. One thing people do is anybody that's worked with me as an editor will tell you. Some of them, I think some of my editors, they probably hate me because I give them a lot of work. I barely edit my stuff when I write. Because when I write, I remember I did True Story, and Fred remembers because at the time, this was like Mula. There's another editor aside Fred. So when I went to Mula first, was Brian. Brian was like my immediate. Brian Benjamin. Shout out Brian Benjamin. He was like my immediate editor, or like my line manager. Then from him, Fred, and there was another editor. And I've done this interview with Team Eternity because for the longest I wanted to do something with them. Did the interview, and when we had done the transcription, we were about 6 pages, like good doc. So it was 5 pages, and that's a lot. But I don't take out anything out of it because I felt that it was holistic. Remember when I sent to Fred and Brian, they sent to the editor, and then in a meeting, she was like, "Oh, could you stay back? Let's talk to you about something." And the was like, "Bruh, the thing is too long. Cut out certain parts." And I was pissed. I was pissed. Like, I'm fixing my thing. The thing, you know what you are doing, blah blah blah. And then she's like, "Nah, cut it out." And I didn't understand like policy, but because I never used to like do editing. Most of my writing, I write what I write, send it. Maybe I check. Sometimes I even forget to actually properly check errors. There's nice thing that I'll use Qbot or like Grammarly to just run through it, check for certain errors and all those things, and I send it to like the editor. We go back and forth. But I remember that specifically because when with the article that's out now on iMula, it's short, way short. I had to go to the process. I remember I had a conversation with Fred, and then he was like, he understands where I'm coming from, but like he also need to understand where the editor is coming from, because readers they don't have that time to reading that long last thing to let me try and cut it. And I was like, bro, I've tried to cut, and they made really I don't know what to cut again. So why should now cut it? And I'm not one to be peeved at my editor for cutting out a part. I feel like they feel it's redundant. Not redundant, but we can do without this part. Yes. I mean, I don't get pissed about it.
If there's one, and I want to like quickly just wrap up because I'm talking for one now. If there's one person you'd like to collaborate on a project, what artist would it be?
An artist. I think right now, I think probably
and like you're not just interviewing this person, you're doing like you're producing like a proper editorial, proper documentary.
Proper editorial.
Yes. Is anybody you probably haven't? In fact, this is an interesting person.
I think right now, one person would probably be 1,000. Definitely 1,000. I've been around the things they do, and it's crazy. 1,000 is like, I think it would be actually one person, but like 1,000 like probably come top of mind because one, the gospel industry is messed up than like the circular space. Like we think people are doing what Christopher on
crazy.
I know the Bible kata so, but that's everyone. But I think 1,000 is definitely one person. That is the second. Like I would really want to Shatter, bro. Like
That's not the top of my list.
Shatter is like a lot.
So much unpacked there.
But two people outside those, there are two people. Kavna, Miss Bell. See, Miss Bell, for obvious reasons, like I'm Miss Bell biased. There are 5 artists that I'm very biased towards them. Miss Bell is everything like Amari, Babaji, Miss Bell, Kavna. 1,000 is in there now. So that's 5. The others, that's like that's 5. Definitely a lot of bias for me. But Kavna because I think a lot of people don't understand how enshrined Kavna is in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like in the last 2. So the first time I clocked, this guy was for the last 2. I'm like, what?
Yeah, no.
It comes all the way to even his involvement in like gospel music. And the fact that in 1 year he gave us they gave us adult music.
Legendary guy.
And I remember at the time, contrast. See, I remember at the time because my mom, I grew up on radio a lot. And my mom was like, first on a radio book. When Neat FM came, and I remember she was doing that on my chain. So like, when I was born on radio. Now, I'm sitting point, I'm listening, like, are you still listening to radio? I'm like, yeah, you guys listen to podcasts. What I say radio now? I like traditional radio. But, like, I remember that because at the time, Meet OKFM, they used to, one of them used to do their morning programs a lot as you can remember. So, and I remember that, and then adult music. I'm like, what? And if I remember correctly, I think they are all on one album also.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like they are on a particular album together, if I'm not mistaken. I've forgotten the name of that album. I think that album also has like, is it Two Crab to say on it? I shall say. So there's it's Chimuda rather. So Chimuda, this is again of it's on this album.
Chimuda, that was
that's 27.
That's
for you can. It should be on the same album, I believe. Adult music, and
yes.
Same album. That's 2013. So the reason I remember Chimuda was because he was going on the run after that where he was doing certain types of song with me. There's Chimuda, there's Siwagedem, there's Tokra Bobise, there's other ones that he does. Bruh, that man is
a legendary guy.
For me, he does these things where it's like the rap type of artist, like a black type of artist, where their creativity is so crazy. I remember he was on a delay interview when after a comeback where he was talking about why he still paints his nails and he's still in good shape and all that. And when he came back, he dropped Quite a Day. Beautiful.
I like that song.
Beautiful. He dropped Afraid to Lose You. That song, my goodness. See, people make music like any bro. Like, my goodness.
My resolution for 2026 is to bring back my podcast, and this time bring back, do it proper.
See, bring back the podcast, and sometimes sit with people, even if you don't get the artists, sit with people and just talk about like music. So I was when people here, and we will talk about homeless, and like speaking to people about homeless and realizing that the way it touched me, the way it touched others, made me appreciate the album a bit more. It's the same way I feel about art. And we don't have to even appreciate the same from the same angle, even if you are doing it from opposite sides. It just shows that again, art is consumed differently. Like there are songs I'll never listen. And they're not like they are bad songs, they are very good songs. But yeah, it's just not my cup of tea. Like I wouldn't listen to Future. You don't catch me listening to Future. Maybe I can listen to some of his songs, like because I've been around people who listen to it. But you won't catch me on my phone jamming to Future. The same way you won't catch somebody listening to Portable, but you might catch me on a good day, like listening to Portable. Because again, Portable, yeah. So there's Kwabna. Because I remember there's an article I have on Kwabna, Sway. Offer, I'll text you, you need to work with this Sway. Like I wrote it, and Sway was like, no, this doesn't do justice to who Kwabna is. Like the articles I have that some would never come out. Some because I feel the timeline is past. At times that I also feel, like even my best friend, there's an article I have on him, it's never going to come out. That one is never going to come out. Never.
That's between you and him.
Oh,
he or
no.
Okay, so that's between you and you.
Yeah, it's between me and me. Yes, I buried the drugs somewhere. Actually, I was on the run, like I was doing series of articles on different people. There was someone I wanted to, I actually wanted to talk to her, do an interview, to try reaching out, and never got a response. Just like
next year, I really wanna. This year, when I left our company.
Our company?
Yeah. When I left our company, I think I always told you I wanted to try and do this thing. Yeah. So, and the last 6 months has been me working so hard on other people's projects. But 2026, I just want to sit down and actually be be better at asking questions, be better at, holding conversations about music. Because I feel like that's the only thing that fascinates me. And I like other things, but obviously music is like the lead. And I really, really hope to, build the podcast next year.
I mean, to be fair, it's why again I started doing the videos I do on socials now. Apart from the fact that my friends would have probably strangled me if I did it. It's also because I realized there are points in time where I would need to speak in public, and anybody that knows me, I'm always behind the scenes. Not because I have personality.
That's our work.
Like I just enjoy being behind the scenes. Like I can be on like camera and do what some people are doing. They do banditry, some people do. I can do that. Oh, be controversial and do. What do you mean change?
Oh,
cast football.
That's the way.
But for me, I think I also know. It broke a crowd. The thought that's why. That cooking back a crowd. Cassava crowd. Yeah, like people. They gonna any honey.
Clickbait is also.
It's my view, but and if I want to be in a space where, because I remember having this conversation with Jasper and then Reginald and the other boys, Solomon and we have this conversation where we are like, oh, we need change, but we're also afraid to initiate the change because we feel it might not be enough. Yes, maybe it might not be enough, but if you start it, it would force somebody to want to do it. Maybe there are people that influence me to do this, like Sway is one of them. Like Sway, Meg, Eliza. Like I'll see them talk about things, I'll see them tweet things, I'll see Paul do a thread of them. I'm like, you know what? Let me try and see how I can do this.
This year, Tyler Reeve, I met a guy, and I don't know him, but he also does music stuff. I met a guy, and he's like, bro, you don't post quite often. He's like, you have no idea how much I love the things you do. The way you talk, and then, when I record a video, sometimes I record it takes days before I put them out. Like I have a video on scales that I was supposed to put out last week, but I'm overthinking it. Oh, do I capture it right? Did I say the right things? But I've also come to understand that sometimes I just put this thing out. When I met the guy and he said all that, I was like, you guys really fuck with what I do? I thought
you will be see. Yes, I'm like, a friend asked me once, how do I feel if I put something out and I don't get a lot of like views? I'm like, bro, there are times that genuinely I feel, oh, this thing here, and expect it for it doesn't go, and I don't get. It used to get to me, so I realized that sometimes people, like, even if it doesn't go, they people go for it. Like it's why I can go somewhere and mention, you're like, I'm gonna move from somewhere. That's why I see, for the love of anybody that knows me, I hate that thing that happened with that man. I promise, I hate it. I hate it because, like, I hate it not because
he who shall not be named.
Like it did good for me in terms of putting me out there, but I hate it because it made me become like this guy that just did this one thing. And I always tell people that for me, I don't think that's even my best work. I remember speaking to Q about this, and Q was like, it happens. It's like footballers, like an artist. Well, like, how do you think an artist when they say he's a one-hit wonder?
I had a conversation with Q.
But like, it happens. You just need to make the most out of it. So it's not like, you know what? I used to get annoyed when I go like the reference to me, the reference that just that, and I'm like, Charlie.
I had a conversation with Q, and it was such an eye opener. So on Kenny, there's a song called Fall. It talks about Mama Ye.
Yeah, Mama Ye, the whole history on CBO.
Yes.
And
how he doesn't like Mama Ye, but that's kind of his biggest song ever. And he made me understand that that's how I used to feel at that point, but in retrospect, he was wrong for feeling that, because at that point when he made that song, that was what he was feeling.
He was feeling,
so he was supposed to just go through the emotion instead of being kind of hating it
and not taking advantage and just making. I mean, like, my friends Jasper hated the fact, because I turn out interviews from people I even idolized, like I grew up listening to, and I can't opportunity to go and sit with them. I'm like, but because for me, the idea behind what I did then, it wasn't for me, it wasn't for one person. It was like part of culture, a moment. And I feel it was ruined because of one person's ego. And that is what I hate. I don't hate the fact that my writing has been questioned a lot of times, and that's fine. Art is meant to be questioned. If you write something, everybody likes it, somebody's lying. Everybody hates it, somebody's lying. So yes, but making it all about you and deflecting, because the thing that come out days before. I remember telling a friend that I wanted to come out, let it go like the other ones have gone. So I had gone, it came out Wednesday, it was published, gone. Then Saturday, that's when somebody feels blah 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 blah. It happened, and like I said, you know what?
Did some of his fans, ever attack you?
Oh, they did. I mean, I loved a bunch of them. Because some of the people that work with him and around him reached out, they were like, oh, like, they were like, oh, shall you try? Like, we've never actually had a conversation about him and whatever. It was just, oh, Charlie, what about anybody to talk? No mind. Like, if anybody trying to insult you, no. And like me, bro. Like, there's some DMs I would see and I just laugh. That day I was laughing, I was making jokes.
Did you feel any type of way, or since then, I feel any type of way towards his music?
No,
I
don't feel a type of way about whatever. No. It's just a thing of it happened. I didn't like how whatever moved. As a person, I'm indifferent about him. As an artist, bro, that killer. You can't take that away from me.
respect that.
It's just that as a person, me too as a person, I'm not going to touch your stuff.
Yeah.
More or less. Like, it's just, like, it doesn't affect how I feel about. But if I don't like as an individual, like sometimes you need to separate the arts from the artist. It's not all the time. There are sometimes the arts and the artist on the
Same person.
Yeah, same. Yeah, you got to be in the arts.
person.
So no. Maybe that's how I feel art should be. You should be a reflection
Of the music.
even if it's not directly, some way, somehow.
Let me say, younger artists at our company.
Oh, them ones.
I had issues with them because they didn't their lifestyle
Them
didn't
ones
translate.
them ones that you will say something and do. Like, who do baby? I want to flex.
Their lifestyle didn't translate the music they were doing. You they do dancehall, but I know if you go Nima.
Like you don't want to be around the ghetto. It doesn't.
Yeah,
make
it doesn't make
Like,
sense.
for me. This is like.
And I always had issue with him.
What we're talking about again at the backstage thing, which anybody who missed it, don't miss the next edition when original does it, don't miss it. There was that conversation where Jasper said, and I understand also because I side with him on that. And I also side with what Clay said. Jasper felt he wants to have people that are a true reflection of the art they're making. Clay also said art is a perception. So if you can act it enough, that is fine. But the thing is, some people are not even committed to acting it. And that's where the problem lies. Because even if you are not that type of artist, by making that art feels easy to sell for you. You need to play along with it. But if you fail to embody it, it's just cosmetic. It's just me. There are times where I separate the art from there are times that I can't separate the art. There are some people I don't listen to their music. I don't do anything about them because their principles as an individual I don't like it. So I would never listen to you. Even if I used to now, I wouldn't listen to your music. And I'm not joking. Like I've become lazy with Inyofo, but when I used to actively do it, if somebody features you on their song, even if I like the others, I'm not still playing that song. So that's my contribution to like Robert. You know the Robert I'm talking about. He's a fucked up person, but he has songs that's bruh. The attitude and you can't lie about it. So I understand people who are like, I'll never listen to his music again. But like the art is still art. It's still there. Even if you wouldn't listen to you, it's around us. Yeah. We form memories with the art. So
and we can't deny his existence. Yeah. At a point in time, he was the most important.
Yeah, like there are people. I'm like, bro, some of the idols we idolize. If you meet them in real life, Charlie.
Oh, that I mentioned. Then we're gonna wrap up quickly. When I shot the documentary Good Q, I remember first time I met him, told him, bro, the only artist I've met that I don't know what to say to because I love your music so much, and I wouldn't mind getting to know you personally. And the first thing he told me was, if you ever found out who I truly was, you might not like me. So treat this relationship like a fan and just someone who gives you music. And I respected you so much because probably if he was an asshole,
but I think you'd be surprised the people like.
But luckily you're not an asshole.
Like you meet people and actually it's like you see a fine girl from afar or like on social media, like a girl not fair. Then you start talking, I'm like, hi, really beautiful. Like it happens. So sometimes
Rebecca said, girl week, single girl week. Nice girl.
Why is this boy single? Why is this girl single? Confession. But Oboku say one bitten twice shy. And I say in 30 in a cow there. So one bitten twice shy. It depends on the animal. But see, it's me. I'm not that old in the space, but I've been around the space a number of times. So know one thing that sometimes don't try to know them beyond the music. Like don't try to know them beyond what you are consuming, because you might not like it. Yeah. You might not like the person you are meeting, and it becomes clearer each day with how social media is and like people getting information about the other thing.
That former company, I don't know how to describe the guy where you see him. That former company, the dark one.
Yeah,
he's an asshole.
Oh, down there. See, as for that, I think you can tell from afar.
No, but I feel like people who really love his music don't know.
No, don't. Oh, I think it's a degree. Like on the outside, you can tell to a level that Aquawi. But you can, because you're not close, you're like, you make a carbon, but let me enjoy the music. But if you're closer, you can understand that, like me, I didn't meet him when I got there. So, but like, you could always, like, there's some people you can tell from afar, like, you make a crowd.
A proper asshole.
Like, a lot of people you can tell you make a crowd. Like, it will be a PG, it will be PG. I would say PG. He's a kid that like Jimmy shut up also Jimmy. Like go to Jimmy will mean so. You can even tell from afar like how they treat their art. And then what we say, Obe too stern, Obe straight. Like Obe too principled. We also Obe quiet, like company myself. Like you can always tell even if they try to mimic whatever, there's bits and pieces.
That's still true.
Because that man, you had an interview with him for one platform like that. And in the interview, you could tell he really wanted people to know that. Yeah, like, I'm the guy. And I'm like, you know what? I can respect that. But like sometimes also like,
the way it comes off.
The brony also.
Yeah. The brony is too much for you to want to claim to be that guy.
Yeah, like, I can understand that on some level you are that guy. That one,
yes.
On some level too, with this Bruno.
I get you, bro. Charlie, almost 2 hours. I wanted to wrap up and I appreciate you for coming through. Hopefully we can do this again.
Hey,
and I won't make you wait for hours.
No problem.
I'll make you wait for hours. Also next year I'm bringing back the pod properly. I really wanna, really wanna talk to people.
I think this is the one time I've been in front of the camera outside like other works I've done just like contents for somebody that I've actually been a bit more expressive.
Yes. Like, I don't want you to feel like you're actually interviewing. I want you to feel like you're having
and
also feel like a relationship kind of.
Also, see, I always tell people that if you are interviewing someone, talking to somebody, that's why even for interviews, if I don't really know you, you don't have a level of, I would want to just send you the questions, type them, whatever, and then bring it. Because I don't want to interview so we are talking, it's like question and answer. Because I've done a number of interviews, and there's one of them that even if it's question and answer, it felt smooth. Like even my best friend, I had an interview, and it didn't feel strict. There's a bit of in there small, but I could tell if it was more in person, because we did over Google Meet. It was another way, but even on that, there was a bit of chatter, conversation. Oh, I live here. Oh, I know this place. Oh, I grew up around here. Oh, that type of vibe. So it helps. That's if you are shooting content to do with artists, get them in their comfort space. Let them talk. That's why I like drinks chance.
So why Jasper fights me all the time is before Drink Champs became popular, I had something called Here for the Booze. And Here for the Booze was just sitting having conversations over drinks. That was what Here for the Booze was supposed to be. I recorded the first episode of Here for the Booze with Kwame Adechi of Atmosphere. Proper music guy. Second episode of Here for the Booze was with Black Sheriff. And by then I think first someone was out, second someone was also like second someone was out too, was kind of popular. Yeah. And we were supposed to put out that episode of Here for the Booze, and something came up, and me and Sharif and Madonna have a very dicey history, but that's how we'll talk about it. Yeah. So I even put out that conversation at that time, and that was when I just kind of stopped. So that was what pissed just off. Because I remember interviewing Freddie Gambino, and there was this guy called Younger 101.
I know of him.
You know of him? I did with Kokusi.
Yeah.
Kokusi came to my house at 2 a.m. And I'll never forget what he did for me that day. I remember he was supposed to leave that morning. And I was cool. Look, and said, don't worry, at 2 a.m.
Cool. See, shout out cool. I was supposed to call him. Cool, my for Christmas. Maybe the gym going at it. Like my fro. Cool is a very, very, very stand up guy. And that's why it's like, that's why when you start something good and you stop, he will be on you to check it.
Jasper, anytime he meets me, the first thing is that you stop shooting my favorite podcast. He said, no, I'll bring it back. So yeah, bro. But before you go, quick one. Anybody who knows Mula personally, or anybody who has met or who follows Mula online, you know there's one underlying drink. Mula, I need to explain the origins of your love for origin.
First of all,
this by the way, but yeah.
I don't drink beer in general. I remember the first time I tried. The first beer I did try was Club. I mean, like this. I was like, Then I tried the Guinness. I was like, never.
Not at all.
So I'd gone somewhere like that. Mind you, if you're in this space, chances of you being like a drunkard or some other thing is very high.
Very, very high.
Very, very, very high. And you go somewhere and like coke malt. And fizzy drinks, you know fizzy also was there. So one day you went somewhere, they're like, oh, I'm Origin. What time Origin? At that time, I thought it was Origin Zero. That time Origin Zero was out. They had different the bitters. Because I've never tasted Origin bitters.
It's bitter.
I've never tasted.
I think it's in the name.
And it's funny because when I remember somebody getting pissed that I like Origin and they thought it was the bitters. That's like maybe with the beer there are people who are like, I don't like the fact that you like Origin. It's a problem for me, like, I understand. Like people assume I consume it every day. I mean, there are times where in a period where like, bro, I used to go into the beer. I remember there was one day I was going through something like that. So Jasper's place. But that day, if Origin they kill, that day they will kill me.
You go in there.
All the versions from the can to the small bottle, and I end down with a big bottle for purple pop. Daddy, I won't mention now, but Daddy, I go inside. So the time I had Origin, it had this bitter taste, but it had this calmness about it for me. That it felt like herbs, like new trees and money.
Has some aftertaste.
I do it aftertaste, but actually also so maybe like we feel better than. So see, that was the only day I was like, okay, then this is my go-to beer. If I'm ever drinking beer, this is my go-to beer. And it just got stuck.
You should have a music series. Have an idea talking about have a music series called Originals. Oh, there used to be something called Originals, but Origin, where you document, you know, the early careers of artists and it's sponsored by Origin. I feel like just
let's see. But me and Origin, we are. It's just 19 now. I've been a bit chill about it.
If you're a girl, you should find a man
very, very chill about
who treats you like the way Mula treats Origin.
I treat my girl better than I treat my girl. My man behaves. Hey, baby girls need. Women are too like. But then again, if you see the way I treat Origin, you can know that I'm very caring. Origin, it just became, for whatever, it just became something that people automatically, when they see me, so much when I go out with friends or like people, when we get there, they don't even ask what I want to drink.
They know.
I remember when, because I normally do this thing when I go on breaks, I don't touch anything alcoholic at all. And I remember there was a particular time I went for like 6 months. The first time we went somewhere and I ordered for malt, everybody just then looked at me. It's like,
Mula, na.
Like, what happened? I remember we went somewhere during that period and I ordered for malt. I was like, oh, ferry, and I'm saying me. That's all one of them no origin. I was like, I see you make me benching their mops. I was like, yeah, sure. Oh, me could was, oh, like,
I really hope Origin, you guys build like something.
Oh, Kula has been headless. He's been trying to get me in touch with somebody. But again, I think it's also because I've not really settled into all those things.
Yeah.
So maybe hopefully when I get like a flagship, something I'm really championing, and then it'll come.
Actually, I appreciate you, Maji. I wonder if we have conversation music. We have like extensively spoken about almost everything. Hopefully we can do this again. You know the crazy thing? The first content we ever shot this year, we shot it together, full circle.
Hey, really?
It was you, me, Reginald, and Tobinko, right?
Yeah.
That was the first content we shot this year. And one of the last few contents I was shooting this year.
This was my last content for this year, to be honest.
I'm hoping, I'm hopefully not, because I'm hoping to get you, Bright, Reg, myself, Jude.
We're gonna do like a round table.
Yes, I really want to do like a proper round table.
Maybe next year, like a round table.
Yeah.
Early next year, do a round table of
this year.
This year and then like past rotations. So we can do like a round table.
I'll talk to the guys and this. Bro, appreciate you. Also, sorry for. I made Mula sit here for 6 hours.
Oh, no worry. No worry, it's fine.
But yeah, shout out to all those who are going to.
They are the revival. Those also getting married. The artists feeling the vibe and what's not.
So are getting married.
They're feeling the vibe people that they didn't tell us they were getting married.
Oh, good, Charlie. Appreciate you, Maji. Actually, first YouTube live with Mula, proper guy. See you guys.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Hey, Mikey,
Mikey, I thought from